Hey folks, so today I'd like to discuss a common misconception or common mistake made in the antiques business when it comes to oak. Now, a lot of people tend to confuse fumed oak with faux oak, or they use them interchangeably. Now, they're not the same thing whatsoever. Faux oak is fake oak. It's not real. It's real wood, but it is not oak. Faux oak, basically faux means fake, false, or imitation. It's sometimes also called grained oak as well, among other names. Now, what it is a base wood that is cheaper than oak, sometimes a combination of several different woods, and then it is applied with a color and dark ink in the imitation of an oak grain. Sometimes there's a clear coat put on and then the grain or the fake grain is put on or stamped on. Sometimes it is stamped directly on the raw wood. In those cases, if you happen to strip faux oak, what you're going to end up doing is getting down to the bare wood, and the ink stamping may leave, or probably will have left, some residue or impression in the actual wood. So you end up with a very spotty mess, basically. If they have clear coated it, sometimes you can strip that right off and you'll actually end up with the grain of the actual wood underneath, but it won't be oak. It'll be a totally other wood, and like I said, sometimes a combination of different woods. Basically whatever was lying about or was cheaper at the time. And it is just a budget-minded version of or imitation of fumed oak. Now, fumed oak itself is real oak. It was more expensive. It had that dark grain as well. And how it ended up with that grain is thus. Basically, it was put in a tent with other pieces of oak, and that tent was sealed up and then pumped full of ammonia. And the ammonia will blacken the grain. So it'll give that pronounced oak grain. So real oak with a dark grain. That's what fumed oak is. Faux oak is a stamped imitation of oak, not real oak whatsoever. Two very different price points. So keep that in mind when you're buying fumed oak or faux oak, and know what you're buying. Know that it is fumed or faux. They're two different price points entirely. Sometimes it's represented, or the imitation oak or grained oak is represented as fumed oak, but it is not. So be aware of that. Look for wear through the grain on faux oak. If it's worn down to a white through that grain and the grain is not consistent, then you're looking at faux oak. Check the insides of drawers, the underside. Look for an oak grain. If it is not an oak grain, it's just another base wood with that imprint on top. So make sure you check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Take care, folks.